Hello everybody, welcome in, welcome to my knitting podcast number 12, I do believe it is. How is everybody today? Hope you're all well. It's a bright sunny autumnal day out there with a bit of a breeze. It's a bit nippy, but welcome to my nookery. This is where all the action happens, all my knitting and crocheting and stuff like that. So what have I got for you today? I've got a few I've got I think about 4 finished projects to share with you. Excuse me. 4 finished projects to share with you today. First one being I finished Rick's pumpkin socks. I call them his pumpkin socks. They're just plain vanilla socks, guys, and I've used Vicky Brown Designs yarn for the body, and then I've used Chiffon Crafts orange for the cuff and the toe. So they're his socks. There's the second one, and I picked the orange because, as you can see, there's got orange in there, and I just thought it'd be nice. So they're the socks. The last week I think I showed you that I was nearly finished the Yarny Fibre Sisters are doing the breast cancer, and I showed you the hat. Well, this is the cowl that I finished. I finally finished it, and at the edging, the top edging, I've done the crab stitch, and it fits really nice. I'll just put it on without messing myself up. See, as you can see, I'm not putting the hat on, guys, so it's all finished, and it'll come right up to keep your mouth warm, and it'll sit nicely under your coat. So that's that project finished and off the list. So that's 2 finished projects. And then travelling backwards and forward to the hospital, I've been knitting socks. So I finished the pumpkin socks on Sunday. So Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday, travelling backwards and forwards to the hospital to see my dad, I've made 3 hats. So this is what I made, and it's just all double crochet, guys. Nothing fancy. These are my hats for the homeless. You know, I always make them every year. I did a load the beginning of the year, and I've got a load, and I always like to do a good selection for the end of the year. So this is the grey and black, and it's all 4-weight yarn, guys. It's all scraps from projects that I've done. Then I did the grey and the blue, and then I did the green. So I've got three more hats, and I think I've got 11 hats now for the homeless. So I'll be doing more, and they only take me about an hour and a half really. So yeah, so they're finished projects. I've got a couple of whips, well, I've got 3 whips actually to share with you that I've actually made any progress on. To be honest, 4 actually. I've not got much going on at the moment. I am itching. I've got 2 sweaters that I want to cast on, but at the moment I'm doing Ophelia Talks Anya's Jam Jar Happiness blanket, and that's over 5 weeks. And I've also got I'm doing my first ever Stephen West's mystery knit along. I'm telling you what, guys, I think that's something that's going to be on my calendar for future years. So before I show, so the first thing I really want to show you is what the progress. Every Friday we get another 5 more stitch row patterns off Anya, and we got the new 5, and this week it's called Buttercup. So I've done the first 7 rows. I'm not going to show you all the blanket, guys, but as you can see, I've done the 7th. So I've used pistachio, pumpkin, eucalyptus, mustard, spring meadow, koala, and now I'm doing sea green. So I'm on row 7, and you have to do the 5 rows 6 times in all, so that's another, so that's 30 rows. So as you can see, it's coming on really well. I just really wanted to quickly share with you what I've done. I'm quite pleased with it. So if I turn it that round, you can see. So it's coming on really well. It's again, it's going to be an envelope edging like I did on the mosaic blankets, and this is actually going to be a gift for friends of ours. So there's that whip, the other whip, and I'm nearly at the I've just got this much yarn to finish off for the body of the sweater, of my Whitmore sweater. I'm really pleased. I was sat in Ursula's live yesterday knitting away, so I've not got much to do because I just really wanted to sit when I've knitted this, it'll just sit on the top of my jeans, and then I'm going to do, the welt is quite small. How many rows is it for the welt? Let me just see. The hem is 2.5 inches or 6.5 centimeters for the rib. The welt at the bottom, but I'm going to do a good 3 inches just so it gives it that extra. So yeah, and I'll be using the same yarn that I did for the neckline. You know, I've gone for the pale grey, so I've got this, and I'll be using this on the cuffs of the sleeves and the welt at the bottom. So I think I might do, yeah, I think I'll do a good 3 inches, 3.5 maybe, see how I get on. And then I've just got the sleeves, so that's the Whitmore, which is, yay, nearly done. Which is why I don't want to, well, I'm not saying I don't want to cast on, I do desperately want to cast on the other 2 sweaters that I've got, the Radiance and the, I can't remember the name of it. I did a video about it, future projects. And then the last, oh no, next but last whip, I'm doing Nancy's Smoke Gets in Your Eyes Knit Sip and Knit Sip Happy. I'll put a link. Everything I've mentioned, guys, all the links will be in the description box below. I'm doing her Smoke Gets in Your Eyes socks, and I'm doing them in pink in honour of breast cancer. So I'm using Yarnable, and I'm up to the, I've done the pattern and I'm up to the heel turn. So this is what I've been working on since Thursday. Sorry, I had to think then. Thursday. So yeah, so I picked, I'd done about that much of the cuff, so finished the cuff off, and then I started. And the yarn, this yarn is Yarnable's yarn, and if I can find the label, and the other, the neon pink is from Siobhan's Crafts, and this is Yarnable by Hypnotic Yarn. And this is Born to Stand Out. This yarn's called Born to Stand Out. So, yay! So that's that. So that's what I'm working on at the moment, going backwards and forwards to the hospital to see my dad. So I need to put that in my there so I don't. The other, Now this is a spoiler alert. If you are doing the Stephen West Mystery Knit Along, I am finished clue 1 and I am now on clue 2 and it's coming out nice. I've actually added my pop of colour, guys. So this is part 2 and I'm really liking it. And I did an interview with Irina from Fibre Chats, and I'll put the link in the description box below, guys, okay? I'm at the 50-minute mark if you don't want to watch her interviewing the other knitters who are taking part in the Stephen West's Mystery Knit Along. In the interview I said he will start to work out here and here, so yay. So I've done part 1 and I've got a confession, guys. I did the spoiler alert on Wednesday and I looked at it and I thought it doesn't look right. So I went back and counted my rows, guys, and I'd cast it off too soon. I should have had 14 chevrons and I only had 13, so I had to frog it back, redo that, and then start on the clue 2. So that was my confession, guys. We all make mistakes, but I'm glad I was able to rectify it. But I'm really liking it, and my pop colour really does pop against the goldy colour, doesn't it? I'm really liking it. So yeah, so that's all the whips I've got on the go at the moment. I don't want to over, as much as I would like to cast on them 2 sweaters. I need to concentrate on my crochet along and my knit along especially. The other thing I want to share with you is I feel like I'm rushing through this, but as you're all aware, I'm off to the hospital shortly, so I wanted to get this done, get it edited and uploaded ready for Sunday. So I've been watching a few Stephen West's videos and whatever, and he made this sweater called Dustland, and he said he'd done a sock pattern. So I treated myself to the Dustland socks by Stephen, and this is it. You'll get it off Ravelry. I'll put the link below. And I was mooching, as you do, and I found these socks, and I thought they're called the Rain or Shine socks, and I thought these would be ideal, guys, for using up all the scrap yarn from all the socks that I'm making. You know, I'm continuing on with my Sock It To Me challenge next year, and my aim is to get as many people knitting or crocheting socks or making socks with the Addy machines, whatever. So this is another pattern that I treated myself to. So these are very much male socks, because I've got quite a few female socks. I mean, even females could wear them, depending on what colour you made them in. And yeah, so I thought, treat myself to a couple of male sock patterns. So that's them. And last but not least, as you all know, I've found quite a few UK yarn dyers. I'm in the UK, and as much as I'd love to support my US friends who are, you know, dye yarn and that, the postage at the moment is just ridiculous. So thanks to watching some UK podcasters, I have actually been able to find some. And this is a little parcel from Blue Fern Yarns, and I came across their I came across the company through Kirsty and Tracy from Wool and Wishes. So thanks, girls. Really appreciate that. So they come in lovely packaged blue. And it says peace and positivity. So I've got a little bag and I'll see what's in the bag. Oh, I've got Kenco Instant Smooth Coffee. I've got Yorkshire tea. Oh, I love these biscuits. Biscoffee. Oh, I love them. I'll have that today with my coffee. And thank you for your purchase. Useful yarn information, which is really good. Wash by hand in cool water with a small amount of wool wash and dry flat. All our yarns dyed in small batches in a smoke-free but pet-friendly home in Norfolk, Norwich and Norfolk. And then it tells me your yarn will arrive in a skein with 2 to 3 ties, and you will need to be wound into a ball or cake to work from. To do and it tells you how to do it, which is really, really good. So yeah, so that came in my little parcel. Isn't that lovely? So thank you. And so I'll open this one first. I'm not sure what this one is. I can't remember what I ordered, guys. Isn't that bad? That is so bad. I've ordered that much yarn, guys. It's been really bad. Really, really bad. Oh, it's the minis. Oh, a mini G set. Ah, right. Okay. I bought this for the autumn colours. Look at the colours, guys. Aren't they just adorable? It's a sock yarn. 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, and there's 10 grams. So they'll make a nice stripe. Ooh, aren't they just the cutest? Absolutely fabulous. I love them, love them, love them. Oh, I really like the colours. Look at that one. And you know I'm into my autumn. And the yellow. Oh, do you know, it reminds me of gingerbreads. So I really like them. Yay, so there's that. And then, I can't even remember where I bought this. I know. I've gone with the autumn colours again. And these are sock yarns. And this one is called Leaf Ale. And it's the platinum sock. Again, 425 metres. And it's superwash merino and 25%, 75-25. Look at that. And I've got this one, which is the copper, which I thought would go really, really nice with that, guys. And this is copper. Again, the same specs as this one. So they're the colours that I got, guys. So I think them will make some really nice socks. So could use this to make the stripes and make a stripy set of socks, and then I could use this and this, you know, use this for the toe the cuff and the toe, and make that. So I'll get at least 3 pairs of socks out of that. Because what I thought of doing, guys, is, you know, when I use my skein of yarn and I've got some left, and I've got quite a bit left, what I thought of doing is making ankle socks, you know, the ones that you put in, the sports socks that you put into, you wear for your trainers. And I thought they'd be nice in the summer to wear with your trainers. or even with your slippers in the house. Yeah. As you can see, I'm really big into my sock making at the moment. I've got a confession to make. I am addicted to socks, guys. I did my first pair of socks last year. I can't even begin to tell you how many pairs of socks I've made so far. So guys, that is all from me for today. I want to thank each and every one of you for all your prayers, for all your well wishes for my dad. Thank you all so very much. I want to welcome all my new subscribers. Welcome. I hope you enjoy. I'm working quietly in the background, guys, sorting out what I'm going to be bringing to the channel next year. I will be bringing back my interview series in the new year, and I'll be starting reaching out to people to next month. I don't want to bother anybody during the December period, because obviously everybody's getting ready for Christmas, and whether you celebrate it or not, it's family time, isn't it? So towards the end of this year, at the end of November, I'll be reaching out to not only knitting podcasters, I'm hoping to interview some dyers as well, and yeah, so I want a nice mixture of crochet and knitting, because that's what my channel's all about, crochet and knitting. And going forward to next year, I will be doing a lot more knitting, guys. It's my first love, and in a way I think I'll be doing it in honour of my dad as well, because in all honesty, guys, I don't think my dad will be here next year, so it's going to be my way of honouring the memory of my dad, because at the end of the day it was my dad who taught me how to knit. So yeah, and there will still be crocheting, guys, don't worry, I will not forget my crocheting, but going forward, I think next year, in honour of my dad, I will be concentrating more on my knitting. And so I hope you have a fabulous rest of your weekend. I know I'm recording this on Saturday, but it'll go live on Sunday. I wish you all the very best. For those of you who need gentle hugs and prayers, I offer them to you. No, we're all, you know, we're all going through life, really, isn't it? It's just the ups and downs of life. It's the trials and tribulations of life, guys. So whatever you're going through, I hope just a gentle hug from me will help in some way. So take care, stay safe, but more importantly, guys, be kind to you. And until the next video, bye for now.